very, very abrupt break. We thought like we were gonna start like and then be consistent from then. I mean, we just kickstarted a new episode, a new season, and then boop, everything came to a stop.
To be honest, it's actually my fault. Because after my summer break, I thought we can go back to the actual norm kan. But then what happened was, I had 2 roommates in the same room. So I need to tolerate with them. Then I really need to find time to make sure they are not in the room and also find Karan at the same time to be free also, which was quite impossible. And then
Because talking to another person with 2 other people in your room, it's awkward.
not good. And I don't want to disturb them also. Cause my roommates are so good, right? Like they talk in the phone outside of the room, Whenever a call comes, they will just go outside and talk.
My goodness.
They were that nice. So if I just do that in the room, it'll be so damn awkward.
Wow.
And then
Talk about Asian courtesy.
and then we did like 2 episodes good during that semester. And then
I can't remember, man.
I don't remember. It's probably 1 or 2 last episodes lah. And then I came back to Malaysia. But before we came back to Malaysia, we recorded 1 episode, which I should edit way earlier and post, which I didn't. And then I was too lazy to
Refresh
continue.
that.
Yeah, then we throw it away. So here we are
never
right
mind.
now. And I'm
Here we
already
are,
back in
and
Korea already.
with new colored hair.
Yeah, I colored my hair, if any of you
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay, so but for those of you who haven't seen what Yuan's new hair looked like and wanna have a look at what it looks like, go check out Yuan's Instagram. You should go post a selfie of yourself. Maybe you'll
My
get a
last
bit more
post is like
followers.
about 2 years ago. I also don't know what
Yeah,
else to post.
try to look him up on go find our podcast at Youth Unhinged, and then from there you can go stalk him.
Smart.
make you famous that way at least. Okay, let's start with the first thing. So we decided that today we're going to talk about careers in general, because I'm now a second year student. You're also a second
And
year
I'm
student.
I've already started my second year, so I'm a second year student. Before that, right, I must say, the word sophomore sounds way too premium than the word second year student. I have no idea why. Like, I understand the term freshman. It's like basic,
Yeah.
But then to hear someone say I'm a sophomore student, it feels so freaking good. I have no idea why, but it just feels good.
Okay, I'm gonna cheat here. Sophomore, second year,
Second
so then
year.
third year. So then third year is that term for that?
Third year, I think junior year. Then for the last year is senior year. I hope I'm right.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay,
freshman,
all right,
sophomore, junior year, senior year.
So since we are delving into careers, I thought
Yes.
I want to first of all throw this quick curveball at you. You were ChatGPT.
My God, I was going to tell Karan about that. I don't like it.
You don't like it.
Because initially it came out saying that it's going to take away all the software engineer jobs, and now all the software engineers got triggered by that. Then they went out to reveal how stupid ChatGPT is. And I also find out some stupidity about ChatGPT as well. The main thing is they were saying that they can't probably take away a job because it's like a very fast Google AI basically. So it's a very fast Google search. You no need to go through 1000 articles to get something you want. You can just go and search and it will come out. But then in order to do like big tasks, when it comes to computer science, it will be like web development, app development, front end, back end, all these computer science terms. You can't really depend on ChatGPT to settle everything. They finally came to a conclusion that it is merely just to increase your productivity level, nothing else.
Right. Oh, okay. So that sounds to me like something surface level sort of thing, like that can help everyone in general.
In general, yeah, but then
And
like that is already a problem, because we know that after this it's going to get better. So when
I
it's
was just
getting
gonna bring
better,
that up. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
when it's
Yeah.
getting better, will it affect our job? I don't know. I hope someone else knows.
Because if it helps everyone in general,
Mm-hmm.
like the first thing that comes to my mind is, okay, the last piece of news I heard about ChatGPT was it can even write code. So
Yeah, it can
I'm
even
like,
write
okay,
code,
so
Karan. But
it
then
gets coders past your homework already. So
actually, no. So
no,
because
okay.
the code projects that we are getting, it's not like find the sum of A and B. It's not like that, besides that, I was like listening to a interview, some sort of interview just now lah. Is this person was saying that everyone can be a software engineer, but not everyone can be good at it. I would say ChatGPT can make you a basic level software engineer by cheating all your assignments, but then you can't be good at it because you are not improving yourself.
Okay.
And that day, I think I was using it to do a simple task. Not
Mm-hmm.
not to do my assignments, but it was my own training, I can say, to
Mm-hmm.
code and like improve myself. And I realized that when I increased the condition for the code, the chat GPT actually doesn't determine the output and just edit the code just to fulfill my condition. But then it's not taking care of the output. So what happened was the output just went on a loop mode throughout the whole program. The program won't stop at all because it's in a loop.
Yeah. Okay. My
Then
brain is going in loops.
so I literally told Chat GPT, you give me this code, but then the output is going in a loop. Then it's like, oh yeah, so this is the problem, blah 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 blah. And it just added another whole function to solve it. Then I said
Okay.
to Chat GPT again, instead, can I do this and that? And he was like, yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
can do that also, you solve the problem. So basically I was helping Chat GPT.
Okay. So, but then when ChatGPT came out with that other function after you pointed out that you're experiencing that you're basically stuck in a loop, right?
Yeah.
Did its function then help
Yes.
solve the problem?
It worked
Yes.
that time, but then as a
Mm-hmm.
computer scientist or anyone that's coding, you must know that you must make something look as simple as possible and use less memory as possible. But then the solution that ChatGPT gave was using more memory or more workforce than the solution that I had. The one that I had was
Wow.
literally like take away a equal sign and it was done. But then this guy was creating a whole new function for it, which is going to take another extra round lah, which is unnecessary. But I mean, don't you feel like developing the chat GPT or rather any AI to that level is like digging your own grave?
Wow, that's a good question. Don't you think that building such a platform is digging your own grave? For who?
For all the software engineers.
Well, I guess it's inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah, I
You're
mean, I would say
the
the same.
person we were bound to come to this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. And then secondly, for the person who created the thing, no, that person I think is ending up like it's going to end up, in Wikipedia or what have you. His name is gonna be, like etched into the stones of history forever. Because some people are saying it's one of the biggest things since the printing press or whatever.
I wouldn't say so, lah, honestly. I mean,
No,
because you know who actually developed ChatGPT, right?
I just know Elon Musk had a hand in it.
Huh. I don't know until that much lah.
No,
It was by a
okay.
company called OpenAI, which was introduced
Oh,
by
right. Okay, yes.
Microsoft.
Uh-huh.
So Microsoft
Oh,
owns
okay.
ChatGPT.
Microsoft. Okay, that's interesting because Microsoft have other artificial intelligence platforms, Cortana.
Yeah,
So
but then that is equally
okay, or
useless.
rather platform. They have another platform,
Cortana is basically Alexa
Cortana.
of PCs, right? Of Windows, not just PC. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It works. It works on Windows. Yeah.
Another thing that I was going to say, what I was going to say, actually, I have this belief. I can't say it's a fact, it's a belief lah. You are like humans are the ones creating this AI stuff. So I don't think the AI stuff can possibly surpass the creators.
So right, yeah, but this is the question that everyone else is asking. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably know this podcast by Joe Rogan, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. He was
Uh-huh.
interviewing Elon Musk, and Elon Musk did say that
Uh-huh.
look out for AI, it's going to destroy the
Yeah,
world or something. But
yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
nah, I don't know, man.
He said, well, once if I'm not mistaken, he said once they can sort of, I think to paraphrase, he said once they can think for themselves,
I mean,
essentially develop self-awareness, developing in such a rapid extent, right? It's in such a short amount of time that the amount of development that you're seeing is so quick, exponential,
yeah,
the
that
amount of
is true.
growth. So
Mm-hmm.
it's possible. I feel it's sort of possible. But you know what? Funny thing is, I asked ChatGPT, do you think it's possible? And
I was,
ChatGPT said,
I was going to do it, but then I didn't do.
said the answer I got was I am not aware of any sort of development ongoing which
Mm-hmm.
involves artificial intelligence or which involves conscious effort in trying to give artificial intelligence a consciousness.
Yeah, but then the scary part is
Yeah.
that if the AI actually already got the consciousness, it is not going to tell you.
Whoa, that's scary.
I mean, like it gets weird in like especially when I'm doing my degree and now it gets weird among our courses, I would say, because there's this class that I'm
Uh-huh.
taking this semester, and this is what my professor was trying to say. Don't post your questions on Stack Overflow. If I find, I will give penalty for you. But then for ChatGPT, I don't know. Do whatever you want, just don't get caught. This is the ambiguous answer by him, when someone asks whether you can use ChatGPT
Oh,
or not. Because it's
all right.
inevitable, like you said. People are going to use it. But then how you're going to
Okay.
use it is going to reflect on your code and then your assignments that you're submitting. Because
Okay. So for
there's already detection
yeah.
for AI, like if you copy paste something from anything, even like Bing AI, and then what else? Through Google or even this ChatGPT, they can already detect it. It's by some AI language detector. I don't know lah what's the exact name, but you can already detect. So you can't possibly write off all the assignments from ChatGPT. And
Okay.
I
So
also
two
sorry,
things.
I'm talking a lot,
Yeah.
but then I really need to
Go
address
for
this
it. Go for it. Go for it.
because I
Yeah.
feel like people already overhyped this ChatGPT too much to the
Mm-hmm.
point where honestly I feel like all professors already know it by now, so you can't probably get much of it.
No, you shouldn't be a professor if you don't know about it by now.
Yeah, that's why if it's like overhyped like this, it pretty much lose its meaning for like degree
Uh-huh.
students like this, like college students,
Yeah.
university students.
Okay, you brought up Stack Overflow. So first of all, mind giving some context on what that is?
Okay. I hope this is the right meaning. Stack Overflow, it's like a Reddit for people that code or do programming.
Yeah.
So you can basically ask question or you can come up with argument and people will try to solve it for you. Or you can also go and help others.
Yeah. Okay, so what your professors are saying is that it is basically an ethical violation to ask their questions
Mm-hmm.
uh in a public
In
forum.
Yeah, because
Don't
it's
don't do
actually
that.
like
So
copyright issue lah. Because you're sharing their code.
copyright issue. Sharing their code, you mean as in sharing their question?
Yeah, because in this class you basically need to fulfill the skeleton code, So there is the frame
Right.
for you inside the code. You
Uh-huh.
just need to fulfill it. So when you're posting
I
for the
see.
question, you're going to post the code as well.
Does using Stack Overflow, violate academic honesty in just particular subjects, or does it apply to all homework for when it comes to computer science in general? Because
Um,
yeah, because
because so far
for
only
different universities, I mean, what's the point of it then? Stack Overflow, is it actually an all-out cheating sort of website then?
yeah, it's like basically you're not putting any effort and just going to find the answer by someone else. And the person is going to
Mhm.
give the answer straight away. And they won't be like, I'm going to teach you. You need to go to this and that website to learn. Because basically, they're giving this assignment for you to learn something, right? You basically won't
Yeah,
learn. You're getting the answer straight away.
I get that, but then for example, when you go answer mathematics in a lower at a lower stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was stuck between, my head was already at the wall, keep banging my head at the wall. I couldn't find the answer. Then obviously what any other student would do is actually go glance at the answer page, get the answer, and then try to work themselves from the answer to the question. That's
Yeah.
a sort of a way of
Mm-hmm.
problem solving. So
Yeah.
then my question is, how do you, when is it that you decide that you've already spent enough time on that question that it now is justifiable for you to uh, actually take a look at the answer? Because if you spend too much time like on a question, it's going to be a bit counterproductive for you, isn't it?
Yep. Of course. But then I think it's pretty similar for everyone that is learning to code or is coding, right? Sometimes when you have a problem, you won't even try to Google. You will just stare at your code for 1000 hours. You will
Mm-hmm.
literally be staring at the screen. Then when I will give up normally, probably one day before the due date, because I know I'm already done for, that's when I'll go to Google and pretty
Wow.
much find
Okay.
answers. But then Googling
Uh-huh.
is something that everyone will always do, even if you're already like working at a big company like Google, Microsoft, or anything, right? You will
Right.
still be Googling because it's impossible for you to remember every single shit that you're learning in these 4 or 5 years. Okay lah, that's enough of computer science already. I'm done answering. I want to ask questions.
Okay, your turn.
We'll go to medicine. You're taking medicine right
Yes, let's
now,
go.
and you are also
Yeah.
in your sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year. You're a bit more American than I am. So
Let me go 20 years back. Or maybe not
okay.
20 years lah. Maybe a decade back. What was your first ambition?
My first ambition, yeah. Funny that you ask.
Hmm.
Orthopedic surgery. Yeah, I wanted to be an
Oh,
orthopedic surgeon. So it was like a trigger response. One of those answers that you just shoot when what you want to be. And funny enough,
mm-hmm.
there I'm here in medicine because
Okay.
I remember when I was 7, my uncle came down from Kuwait to take an exam.
Okay.
And I remember he brought lots of toys with
Oh,
him. So
toys. Okay.
yeah, there's one. I remember there's one of those pump rockets,
Uh-huh.
a styrofoam rocket that's connected to a pump, and so you pump it with your leg, and then when you build up enough pressure, whoop,
Pressure will
the
fly.
rocket
Yeah.
goes up. Yeah. So,
Only when I joined the
uh,
competition lah for Munshi during
oh
high school.
right, yes, I remember. Well,
Yeah.
did your design work on the same principle?
It's the same principle, but then we use plastic
Uh
bottle lah.
oh, okay, fair enough. So, well, I don't know why. Right now, I can't remember what it was exactly that made me like stand in awe of him.
Mm-hmm.
But I just recall ever since meeting him, like
Uh-huh.
giving a standard answer, like when someone asks you, "What do you want to be?" I said, "Oh, orthopedic surgeon." And then
Mm.
of course, over the years, it changed. You know that you
Yeah.
probably know that, and it changed from to changed to being an engineer at one point, changed to
Mm-hmm.
being a lawyer at another point, and then back to medicine.
But
Yeah,
it's quite interesting that I mean you are not already a doctor lah, but I can say that
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're going to become a doctor. You are like exactly on your path as your first ambition. That is very impressive.
I guess I almost can't believe it myself, honestly. Time flies, and but honestly, sometimes to give myself motivation, calling yourself calling yourself
As
by the title you're supposed
yeah.
to be given is something. But you know what? Similar to you.
I was kind of attracted to the title doctor, so but then I never thought of like being a medicine doctor. It was more like having PhD doctor.
Yeah, but doctors also have doctor.
Yeah,
You
the
can
higher
continue
level.
your studies
Mm-hmm.
to the highest level, which is getting a doctorate in medicine.
Yeah,
So
so it's basically same lah, PhD lah.
yeah, it's the sort of the same thing. And also people who are not in medically related fields. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
you decide to enter a field that has got to do with medicines. For example, let's say you, for some reason or another, develop a code that allows robots to perform surgery on
Actually,
on humans.
God, like I was going through some of my professors' research websites, and
Uh-huh.
they did like not did most of them are ongoing. It's basically like helping the scanner to detect through some obstacle and some other things. It's very
Yes,
much
yes.
inside the health industry, medicine industry.
Yeah, exactly. So they're what they're trying to do is and because once you're past university, you're basically it's all there's nothing barring you. You see the interconnection of
It's like a
so
blank
many
canvas
things. Yeah,
lah.
exactly, a blank canvas. So when you're at that point, let's say you happen to be the to be that one spark that everyone needs and cause that big firework.
Mm-hmm.
You might be, people might give you an honorary fellowship within one of the highly distinguished halls of academia that lies within the medical fraternity. So
Mm-hmm.
it will it will theoretically make you a surgeon, but at the same time you won't be able to practice as a surgeon. So for example, you could be a fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons, but an honorary fellow.
Mm-hmm.
So which
It's
means you'll
like
be able to give your
the
thoughts.
guy that
Yeah.
knows it all but can't actually imply it lah, in a way.
Yeah, I guess so. But does that mean you know it all? I doubt
Uh,
also. It's just as a prize for a specific amount of contribution. Because
mhm.
or maybe for all you know, you might have known it all at that point. Yeah, possibly. Not impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so now you're in sophomore year. So after you finish your final year, you still need to do your what's the name? Something ship. I don't know what ship.
Oh, okay. Housemanship.
Ah, housemanship. Oh my god.
Yeah, housemanship.
Ah, so like, do you have like any idea like where you want to go, or do you want to do it in
Uh,
overseas? I don't
yeah, I would love to do it overseas because of the working hours. I hear housemanship housemanship back here is quite crappy.
Yeah, I
So
heard that there are like limit. Oh, is it in overseas?
yeah, overseas, yeah. Overseas they keep to their limit, and they make sure you. From what I hear, they in England, for example, they make sure doctors don't go a minute over what they are supposed to. Whereas in places like back home, maybe in India, where the structure is less, or people tend to compensate for other people for one reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, some people do it for the experience, some people do it just because they're bullied into it. You see all sorts of mismanagement, coming down. And also there's a hierarchy system, which is one of the cons of the Asian culture in general. People
Yeah.
like to exert their authority. They like the feeling of superiority for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm better than you. That kind of, when you have that kind of mentality, it's not one that's productive, I think.
Wait, so is there like any limit on the number of patients that you can treat or like consult?
Oh, I honestly have no idea. But
Mm-hmm.
I think what they do, what I've heard so far, and this is what my understanding of it is, they set a target on the amount of patients that that you'll have to meet. And if you fail to meet that deadline, then it's not a good thing. So you said, is there a limit maybe per doctor or per nurse or per person? The reason why, I think the reason why they give you a specific time, you work from this time to this time, A to B, is
Mm-hmm.
because you want to meet as many people as possible, because there's so that the amount of people who come to you reporting a problem can potentially be infinite, and your job is to treat them, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you're going to feel lethargic, you're going to feel exhausted, you don't want to see a patient, which is when you're supposed to rightfully pass it over to the next person on the dot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if when the case happens, and it can happen, for example, with COVID, where you see a overwhelming amount of people coming for treatment, you don't want to have your medical professionals tired out, because when that happens, then you see consequences,
Yeah.
because lots of mistakes can happen, life
Mm-hmm.
threatening ones.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I would say will be the last question for you today, because I think
All
we're
right.
almost going to reach 30 minutes. And the
Oh.
last question will be, I'm pretty sure you're going to specialize, right, in a certain
Mm,
field. What will it
yeah.
going to be for now? I mean, you can have several choices, but then up to you.
Yeah. Two. I'm very special. I'm very interested in ophthalmology, because I'm wearing glasses.
Uh-huh.
Do you wear glasses?
Not yet.
Are you supposed to be wearing glasses?
Not yet also. I mean, my eyes are
Wow.
fine, but then again, I'm still in second year. And even if I
Okay, but
already got my degree, fingers
Mhm.
crossed I'll be working in the same field. My eyes are going to
Okay.
deteriorate in, I would say, less than a year.
Okay, so before you wear your glasses, because both of us know that that is inevitable. But
Mm-hmm.
before that, I want to take this chance to commend your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, your great great grandparents, and also your ancestors for passing down fantastic genes to you. So
Fun
that's the
fact, my
first thing.
father
Yeah.
wears glasses. My
Uh,
second sister wears glasses pretty much all the time, unless like indoors and everything. My eldest
Right.
sister only uses glass when she's working, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But she does wear glasses like occasionally.
You happen to be a sort of a 21st century anomaly, in the sense that
Mhm.
people who sit in front of screens for as long as people like you, people as someone like you, someone like me, it's almost inevitable that by this age
I should be wearing
you'd be wearing
glasses.
glasses. Yeah, so in terms of the amount of people I can help, the amount of business that you get if you go private, and also looking after your own eye health, because it's going to make a lot of sense for me.
Yeah.
Looking at it from those three points of view, and then another one would be neurology.
Nice.
Neurology, because I I think uh a lot of things, a lot of processes that I find interesting. For example, how much sleep do you need? Why does why you've heard of food coma, where you eat
Mm,
a lot and then you feel sleepy
yeah.
after a fantastic lunch. So stuff like that. Actually, so many different things involve neurological processes,
Mm-hmm.
and I also happen to be in the university that produces the largest amount of neuroscientists in the country. So I think for some reason it all seems to align.
I
So those would be the two, I guess.
think that's like something that I would have ventured into if I've taken that same
Uh,
path as you. I don't know something about it.
right.
I like nerves. Studying
You
about
like
nerves
nerves?
was probably one of the best part in biology, like the
Oh,
nervous system
oh,
and everything.
really?
I mean,
Okay.
we to be
Uh,
honest, we didn't really study that much. I think it was somewhere
I
around when
remember talking about white matter and gray
ah
matter with you.
the
Yeah.
those kind of stuff, like it was kind of interesting lah. Then
Yeah.
obviously I cannot because I hate blood and I hate something piercing
Uh-huh.
anything. Impossible for me.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
Yuan's not gonna wear a nose ring anytime soon.
Yeah, never. Gone impossible.
Okay.
We are left with 5 minutes and we are going to introduce a new session. This session is basically a fun one. It can be as random as possible. And it's definitely unhinged like us and also
I
unhinged
like
with the
this.
topic.
And also an inch like Yuan's hair, please don't forget that.
Do you save your Instagram post or not? Like any post you got saved or not?
Do I save stuff? Oh, yes, I do. 100% of it is cats.
Okay, I want you to go to your saved post now and just say what is it, the last two that you save. I mean, to be honest, it's not that spontaneous because I already know my question, so I've already
Uh-huh.
checked it way earlier. But
Fair
I
enough.
didn't delete. I swear to God, I didn't delete anything.
So the last two. Okay. Okay. So the first one is a cat. There's a cat pulling a rubber band. It- I'm showing it. I'm showing it to you right now. So
Yeah.
the rubber band, he keeps pulling it. The tension is building up,
Mhm.
and then the rubber band snaps, basically smacks him in the face. Okay, so okay, and then the next one, I thought it would be a cat, but then it's a paper airplane. My cousin and I, we used to make all sorts of stuff with paper. So
Mhm.
it's just another one of those things. Someone making
Ah.
a paper airplane with a launch mechanism, and that launch sort of catapult is also made from paper. So that using that uh, that handmade catapult, it sort of allows the plane to travel faster, I think. So those are
Mhm. Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, my turn. Mine is probably the most boring one lah. The last one that I saved was a super bike. It
A
was a
motorcycle, a super bike.
V4S. It was custom painted and it
Okay,
looks very nice. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to post it in the YouTube video.
all
Hopefully, you
right.
guys
Does
watch
this
the
come
YouTube video.
from does this come from Italy?
The bike is from Italy, it's a Ducati, but then the guy is from Malaysia.
Oh, all right.
Okay, the second one, and then the next one is Blackpink Rose's latest post of YSL
Ooh,
event, Saint
guess
Laurent
who's at
event.
KL?
Blackpink. I'm pretty sure the concert
Yes.
is already done by now, the time you're recording.
Oh, really? That's a
Mm.
quick concert.
And hopefully everyone had a good time there.
Blackpink is officially in our area today, not Yuan's area. Not Blackpink is not in home country today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. We'll return them to you when we are done with them.
Okay, lah, I think that's all for
Okay.
today.
That's a wrap. Okay, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, everyone. Please like, share, comment, do whatever you want.
Follow us on Instagram. We'll see you in the next episode.